A bench of 5 judges will tomorrow deliver a judgment on the 7 petitions against the Building Bridges initiative before the High Court. The ruling will determine whether the bill will go for a referendum or not. The BBI suffered a major blow on February after 7 applicants petitioned the High Court, barring IBC from preparing the BBI referendum. The 7 petitioners include economist David D., Kenya National Union of Nurses, Third Way Alliance, 254 Hope, Justus Juma, Morao Moke, Isaac Alochio, and Muhuri.
Leader of majority.
Among the questions the petitioners want answered in Thursday's ruling include whether in the process of formulating the constitutional amendment bill, the provisions of Article 27 and 47 of the Constitution, as read with Section 4 of the Fair Administration Action Act, were adhered to, whether the constitutional amendment bill is a popular initiative, as envisaged under Article 257 of the Constitution, and if not, whether the process chosen to enact the constitutional amendment is fundamentally flawed and constitutionally infirm. Whether at the time of the launch of the constitutional amendment bill and the collection of endorsement signatures, there was a legislation governing the collection, presentation, and verification signatures, or a legal framework to govern the conduct of referendum in the country. Whether by dint of Article 257, 5 and 7 of the Constitution, the county assemblies and parliament have the power to alter and or improve the contents of the constitutional amendment bill so as to incorporate divergent views raised through public participation. Whether the constitutional edict does empower the national executive or any state organ, as opposed to parliament, to pursue or initiate any amendment to the constitution without petitioning parliament. Whether in a popular initiative to amend the Constitution, the national executive may use public resources, including deploying public and state officers, to either collect signatures or popularize any intended amendments to the Constitution. Whether the current Parliament has been declared unconstitutional by the Chief Justice, and whether it can consider the constitutional amendment bill if approved by the county assemblies. Whether the IBC is legally constituted to carry out the referendum, whether there has been public participation in the constitutional amendment process. A bench of 5 judges will make the anticipated would-be landmark ruling on Thursday. These include Justices Joel Ngugi, Jojo Dunga, Jarius Nga, Janet Mulo, and Chacha Mwita. If the court is satisfied with the petition, BBI could be thrown out to start afresh. But if the cases are thrown out, the president will assent to the bill and hand it to the IBC that will in turn gazette the day of referendum. Giverson Minor, K24, Nairobi.